Welcome to this video on Companies House e-filing in Sage Accounts Production. Before you can e-file to Companies House, you need to enter your presenter details into the software. If you don't yet have a Companies House e-filing account, information on how to apply for one can be found in the software help files. So to enter the presenter details into the software, you'll need to go to Tools, Companies House e-filing, and Presenter Codes. You'll need to enter your presenter ID, which is 11 numerics, your presenter authentication code, which is 11 alphanumerics, and the email address that you've registered with Companies House, and then click Save. If you're using a network, the information is now held in a central location and won't need to be re-entered on the other machines using Sage Accounts Production. You're now ready to e-file the accounts for your chosen company. To do that, you'll need to click on Pages and Selection. You're then presented with all the different types of accounts you're able to produce for your client. The accounts you're able to submit to Companies House are indicated with a Y in the e-filing column. You have the choice of company accounts, abridged accounts, filleted accounts, or micro-entity accounts. I'm going to select filleted accounts and click the e-filing button. If anything is missing from the accounts that's needed for Companies House e-filing, such as the registration number or the account signatory date, validations will appear at this point, with instructions on where to enter the information into the software. My validations are all clear, so I'm going to click Next. I'm then presented with the period dates for the accounts, and you have the option to change them here. I'm happy with them, so I'm going to select Next. Now you'll be presented with the company information, and we encourage you to review the statements and select any that apply to your company. I'm happy with the selections, so I'll again click Next. Now you'll see the Companies House filing details screen. We've already entered the presenter information into the software, and that appears here, leaving just the company authentication code to be entered. You'll need the company to provide you with their authentication code before you can e-file accounts for them. So I'll enter my company authentication code and click Next. I'm now ready to launch into Sage Assisted Tagging to tag the accounts for Companies House, so I'll click Generate. I've now launched into Sage Assisted Tagging, and I can work through the different tabs, applying tags to anything that the software can't do for me. There are no differences to the process you would go through to prepare the iXBRL accounts for HMRC. Once you've worked through the different areas of the tagging software, you get to the Finish screen. You'll notice that a copy of the accounts are saved into the client folder as a HTML file. You're now ready to file the accounts to Companies House. So click e-file to Companies House. Once the accounts are submitted, the software will provide you with an envelope number as a reference for the submission. This is not confirmation that the accounts have been accepted at Companies House's end, just notification that the submission has been made. As you can see from the notification, I can check the status of the submission by going to Tools, Companies House e-filing, and View Submission Status. So I can now click OK on the message and close Sage Assisted Tagging. I'm now ready to check the status of my submission, so I'll go to View Status Submission option in the software. The submission monitor will then appear. Your submission will go into one of the status options in the top left-hand corner. Click on the envelope number you're interested in, and the submission will appear in the Companies House responses at the bottom of the screen. Expand the response. My submission has been rejected as I know that my presenter details are not registered at Companies House. The more common scenario is that the submission is held in pending and eventually moves into accepted once Companies House have dealt with it. If you find that a submission is held in pending or waiting, but you've received a confirmation email from Companies House that the submission has been accepted, you can select Send and Receive, and the software will poll Companies House for an updated response. The submission will then move into the Accepted section of the Submissions Monitor. So that's the process for setting up the software for e-filing. filing your accounts to Companies House, and checking the status of your submission.